So, today I just want to talk a little bit about how I actually arrived at this point in my life where I am dedicating myself to running a half marathon in each state of the United States. Um, this journey took a while to get to this point. I think that climbing Kilimanjaro 5 years ago really has made the difference for me. It was one of those life-changing experiences on which you just build. You just want to explore more, you just want to see what else is out there. And just to give you a little bit of history, going back to Kilimanjaro, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea about what it means to climb a mountain like that, let alone what it would be like to sleep in a tent for 8 or 9 nights. I had no idea. The only thing I knew was I need to prepare and I need to get the gear and I need to sign up with a reputable expedition company and everything else will fall into place. So I did the research, I did the training as best as I could. I hiked a lot, I walked a lot, I did a little bit of running but not much, and if I did it on the treadmill. So when the time rolled around to leave, I was in good shape physically, and I figured I just gonna give it a shot. And I remember leaving my little girl behind, who was at the time just, I want to say, she was 7 years old. And I was very nervous about it. And I remember the night before, I was like, what am I going to do? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? And then, of course, you're nervous, but you finally go and you get to a place that you have never been before. And it is exciting. It is, I was anxious. But the moment I stepped out of the plane in Tanzania and I was picked up, I felt like, wow, this is going to be an interesting and exciting time for me. And it turned out it was a life-changing experience for me. Once I was actually on top of the mountain of Kilimanjaro, I felt like the world belongs to me and there's so much more I can do with this. And I'm just scratching the surface. And ever since, it's been like that. It feels like I'm driving and I'm just trying to figure out what can I do next to have that kind of sense of accomplishment. And when I look back, what did it really take to get to the top? What did it take? It took determination, and I had to make a commitment to myself to work as hard as I could possibly work to get to the top of that mountain and back down. And I did that. I set a goal, I committed myself, and I did everything I could to prepare for a successful trip. And when I say successful, it doesn't necessarily mean you reach the summit. Even if I had not reached the summit, I would still have learned a lot and would have been curious about what else is out there for me to do. So in essence, what I'm trying to say here is that if you dare yourself and you set a goal that you want to reach and you make a commitment to yourself, you can do it. Because I did it. And there's nothing special about me. I just did it. And I had my doubts and I thought there was a time where I felt like, I cannot do this. Yet my curiosity and determination kept nagging at me, so I worked hard and I made the commitment. I went there and I did it, and it opened up a whole new world to me. So it was me, my commitment, my 2 feet. It was just all up to me to make this happen. And when you get through that and you can see that you actually can accomplish like this, you feel great. And it will translate into other things and it will percolate through all other areas of your life. And so I want to encourage you to, if you have the desire to better yourself and to grow and to do something that you've never done before, do it. Just do it. Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. just start doing it, because it's the best thing that you will ever experience. And on my quest now to run 50 races in 50 states here in the United States, it's not easy. There are moments where I feel like I am not sure, maybe I set the bar a little bit too high this time. And I have little reminders for myself that keep me back on track, get me back on track. And one of them is this little rock. I brought this back from Kilimanjaro 5 years ago, and when I feel like this little voice is nagging at me and, Monica, can you really do this? I just take it in my hands and I look at it, and it doesn't take long, and I am reassured, and I feel like, yes, I can do this. I'm determined to make this happen, and it will lead me to other things and will also allow me to find out more about myself. So do whatever you want to do. Don't let anybody tell you you cannot do it. Don't. You can. So do it and let me know what you're doing. I'm curious.